Hello, welcome to the first video where I'll be covering my webcomic process in Clip Studio Paint. The first step is prepping my file. When I work on my webcomic, I like to do it in batches of pages, usually around 15 to 20 pages each. I find this process a lot easier to manage than completing each page one at a time. To do this, I like to use the story file type that comes with Clip Studio Paint EX to make a multi-page document. With this, I can rearrange and view the pages next to each other as I work on them. If you're using Clip Studio Paint Pro, you can make a file for each page and save them together in a folder instead. Here I'm using a custom canvas size preset I made that has added crop marks. This helps me make sure I'm not putting any important story elements too close to the edge of the page. My workspace layout is customized so I have access to everything I need while drawing. In the first column, I have the color wheel, color slider, and color history menus, the color set menu, and at the bottom are my history and auto actions menus. Next to that is my tool menu, my quick access menu, which I've added my most important tools to, and my layers menu, along with my layer properties and subview menus. The final column has all my settings. The subtool and tool property menus are at the top, and the brush size menu is beneath them. You can customize your workspace layout however you like, though. With my pages laid out, I can start drawing the thumbnails based on my script. A thumbnail is a really rough sketch used to help figure out panel layout, character placement, or where dialogue bubbles will go. If I don't know what panel layout I want to use, I usually go to the materials window and take a look at some of the assets available in the framing material category of the manga material section. From there, I can drag and drop any one of these onto my canvas and it'll automatically create the panels for me. You'll have to use a layer mask or rasterize the folder of panels if you want to erase them like I do here. When everything is laid out how I like it, I use the Create Frame tool to draw out my panels, then the Cut Frame tools to slice them in the right shape. I like to set the borders as rulers so I can draw the borders on myself. To turn panel borders into rulers you can draw on, go to the Tool Property menu and uncheck the Draw Border box. This will get rid of the lines it draws by default so you can draw over them. With all the thumbnails completed, I can move on to doing pencils. Pencils are clean sketches that are detailed enough that you can do your inking over them. I usually start by changing the layer color of my thumbnails to something light and easy to draw over, like blue. Then I make a new layer and start drawing. I like to use a brush with very little size variance when I do my pencils, but you can use whatever brush you like to sketch with most. If any poses or angles are difficult for me to draw, I like to use the 3D character models to help me figure things out. You can access those in the 3D section of the materials window. Off-screen, I like to look at reference images of my character designs while I draw them to keep them looking consistent. It can help to make references of your characters at different angles so you can refer to them later when drawing your pages. As you can see here, I used the model to help me draw a little stick figure, and from there I drew the pose from scratch. I usually save backgrounds for the inking phase of my process, but I like to use 3D models to help me plan them at this point. Clip Studio Paint has assets available for lots of different furniture and objects, so they can be really helpful when you're setting up a background. Once my sketches and backgrounds are complete, I like to go ahead and add in the text bubbles using my balloon tools. Here I have a custom one I made for my webcomic that has a textured edge to it. You can adjust the shape, texture, and color of your balloon under the Tool Property menu. After I place the balloons, I can then use the text tool to write in the dialogue. Those are the basics for how I start my webcomic process. In the next episode, I'll be going over my inking process, including some tips for making backgrounds from 3D objects and how I use vector layers to make adjustable lines. You can find links to related tutorials and information in the description below. You can find links to my webcomic and other works there as well. Thanks for watching, and I hope to see you next time.